Hey y'all, it's your friendly subway worker, K Cat. I do have my coffee today. Mm, I'm sorry I haven't been doing a whole bunch of videos. My weekends are a little weird um, these days because I do get the same amount of hours close to every week, but lately I've been doing a lot of closing over the weekends instead of opening. And uh, last weekend, I ended up closing all weekend. The weekend before, I was off one of the days. So my weekends are a little bit weird. Usually, I do a lot of vlogs on Sunday because most of the time, about 95% of the time, I'm usually opening. So I wake up way before everybody else in this town wakes up, get my coffee, walk and talk like I normally do, and stuff like that. And then I do my vlogs. But like I said, uh, I've been doing more closing shifts than anything else. And so I personally, I say this every time that I do a vlog, every weekend that I do this. I love opening on Sundays. Um, I get a lot of flack from people in my real life. They're like, "Oh, you don't go to church." Actually, I went to church. Honestly, I went to church last weekend, and it was like the best thing for me. I don't necessarily go to church. If you have followed my page, you will and have been on my journey, on my YouTube journey, you will know that my son passed away about 5 years ago. And after I had to lay him to rest, you know, I don't go to church the way that I used to. Um, Nothing against God or anything, but it's one of those things that you know, it it had to do with me and God. Uh, it was one of those things where um, hold on. Oh, I thought somebody was coming. Sorry about that. Um, but it's one of those things where God God knows my heart. So and after my son's passing, I ended up doing a lot more weekends and totally immersed myself into work. So it worked out perfectly. Well, you know, I last weekend I got invited to go to church. One of my friends was like, "Hey, go to church with me." So I went to the nearby church, which oddly enough is like kitty corner from where I work. It's like over there. Um, and it was awesome. I knew who I wanted to feel, what I wanted to do. The church itself is pretty huge. The auditorium was amazing. And to tell you the truth, it was the first time that I went into a church and nobody asked me any questions about my life story or anything like that. I was not bombarded from any religious person, saying, "Why are you here? Why haven't you gone?" Nobody was nosy at this church, which I absolutely loved. I think it's like the first couple of times that you go to a church, people are like, depending on what kind of church you go to, you know, or you enter, people just automatically assume that they have to ask you what uh what you're doing there because some people are just nosy like that. Not this church. Nobody even like all I got was welcome. That was the only statement that I got. And I was like, oh, wow. So, yeah, I went into church, I sat down, listened to the sermon, kind of fell asleep to it too, halfway through. But other than that, it was fine. So, yeah, will I go to church again? We'll see. If I'm invited. If somebody invites me and I'm actually off work, then fine. But yeah, it was great. Um, and so, yeah, um, ugh, hair in my mouth. But lately, um, because of that um, church experience, the past like week, I've really been thinking about stuff. And one thing about me is I think this is my toxic trait. Um, I give more people respect, like uber respect, than I should. Some people that I give respect to, they don't even know that I exist, or they treat me like I'm a ghost. And I've been feeling like that lately. The past week, there have been a couple of people in particular that have been treating me like I'm a ghost, but they totally they'll turn around and be like, "Oh, but you need to give me respect." So I've been like, me personally, I've been really struggling um, to to you know, I don't want to be. The Christian side of me says don't be a dickhead. The non-Christian side of me says that I wish that karma would smack them in the face with a car. You know, right now I don't think that it's necessary to give them respect, but knowing me, I will in the because that's how I was brought up. My mom brought me up to respect everybody. Doesn't matter if they give you respect or not. You know, I was always taught that God is always watching. God is watching you. God is making sure that you are doing the right thing. And sometimes that acknowledgement of God watching you sucks. I hate being a good person sometimes, especially when people treat you like you have done something wrong in their life and they won't tell you. I think that's the hardest part for me because right now I wish that karma uh would show. Yeah, I wish karma would do the same to those people that treat me different. Like there's this one person in particular. I'm not going to give any details as to who they are, but every time that I try to make contact with this guy, yeah, and they work with me too. Like there's one particular person that I work with at work. I tried to talk to him, but I get ignored. Like I'm, yeah, like I don't even, yeah, I can't describe it. You try to talk to the person and they just stare at you like, they've seen a ghost. Yeah. So every time that I look at this person, I'm like, you know what? I wish karma would, uh, you know, treat you like you are treating me right now. And that's what I wish the whole time. Like this whole week, this person has treated me like I don't exist, especially at work. I tried to, you know, case in point, yesterday I had to ask this person to do something, and they totally ignored me, and I was like, you know what? I wish karma was as mean as you are. I didn't say it to their face, but yeah, it's one of those things. I know it's not right as a Christian to think like that, but this person, I don't feel deserves to have any respect if they are going to treat me like that. So yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at right now towards people. If you treat me with respect, you know, and stuff like that, I, you know, I do the same. But if you treat me like this person treats me for the past week, like I don't even exist, I don't, yeah, I try to pray it out and stuff like that. But yeah, right now, I just wish karma would treat them the way that they are treating me. And that's what I've been asking God for the past like week. So yeah. But anyway, thank you for just letting me vent. Um, yeah, I hope everybody has a good Sunday. I'm going to drink more coffee. I'm having a better day today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, I thought that that I was opening the store. Got to the store relatively early, like I am today, only to realize 45 minutes after punching in yesterday that I closed instead of open. So I had like 4 hours until I had to come back. Um, don't get me wrong, I clocked out and I basically laughed about it with my manager, um, because I was totally honest. I was like, "Yeah, this is what I did. I'm sorry." Um, all she did was laugh at me. So instead of going back home and risking the fact that I might not be, you know, able to come back because I overslept, I just decided to go to the strip mall up the road and do some shopping. Had breakfast at McDonald's and came back around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock to start my shift. Yeah, yesterday was a weird ass day. Today is a better day. So today is definitely a better day. I actually know that I open. Um, I think when I get off of work and get home, I think I'm going to just take a nap. I have tomorrow off, so I'm going to be taking a nap and relaxing, maybe doing some journaling because the way that I feel about particular people right now, I just need to um, write it out. Maybe I'll do some poetry. I don't know. But, anyways, thank you for letting me vent. Um, I always like to do vlogs anyway, so I hope you guys have a good day. I'm going to go inside, cool off a little bit because it is getting a little warm out here. So, yeah, have a good weekend, and I will see you next time.